friends, Billy T. Garden here. I've been gone a little bit, but I want to talk to you about Walmart's fees and are they worth paying and using this or not? And I'll give you the reasons why here in just a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about why I've been gone. Well, I've been coming up with new ideas, thoughts, stuff like that. Like I said, I've got some recipes to roll out very soon. And just some different ideas. Been watching some different YouTubers, studying, just trying to take it all in. Many YouTubers says it takes about 10 years to get anywhere with this. Well, I'm 52. In 10 years, I'll be 62. So I don't know about all that. So, I got to try to do it inside of 5. So anyways, I'm back again. I don't know how many I'll get in before I take a little break again. But, I'll record one, I'll see how it does, and I'll try another idea. I've got to find something that fits. So you as my friends, you as my watchers, help me out and let me know if I'm on the right track here. Am I doing the right thing, going the right way? What's up here? The comments help so much, But I tell you what helps more than that. Like I've told you many times, cost you nothing. Just go down there and hit that subscribe for me. And also, like this video if you think I'm going somewhere. Go back and look at some of my other videos. What do you think about them? My cooking, politics. Where are we going? What are we doing? Help me out, okay? So, and then also, don't forget to turn on notifications so you'll know, and you need that with me. Them notifications, you need that with me because, I'm not consistent right now. I will get consistent, but I'm just not right now. So, trying to find the best day to post them. They say to be consistent with it, and for the algorithm and stuff, I see that so true. And I've got other YouTubers I watch, and I will catch when they roll theirs out. I've got just a few, but I've got one or two I know exactly when they come out, and I watch them. I'm on them as soon as they come out. So other than that, I really don't have any other. I just know about when they come out, and I'll just look for the notification to know, when it's coming, if it's something out or not. So, I'm not much on shorts, watching shorts. I like the long form. It's like Sean Ryan. I really like him. His stuff's 6, 7, 8 hours long. I really like that. He's done a heck of a show, He's done a heck of a job with this show. So Sean Ryan, if you catch this, anyways, I tell you what, I've carried on enough about all this little stuff. So I tell you what, let's get into what I'm talking about here with these fees and Walmart and stuff, okay? All right, now, for quite a while, I paid these fees, and I used the delivery. I used the go around, and you can use your phone to scan, your products, and you don't have to go through the line there. You just add them up, using your phone, and, you pay for it. And, as you go out, they'll check a few things to make sure, you scan stuff, and, you carry them on out. You don't have to go through the regular line. I've tried that a couple of times. I've tried the few things on there. I like the delivery real well, but I tell you what turned me off. And I'll tell you the number one thing that really got to me, that turned me against them, I'll tell you here in a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about the few little things here. And the first little thing that I've got is I don't like anybody having access to my money, to my accounts. I like to pay stuff, when it's ready, not just, have them to take it out. I'm old school. I'm just not like that. And if you're about my age, you probably know what I'm getting at. Back in our day, if somebody reached into your bank account and took money out, then back then it was almost impossible. It had to have been a code check that you wrote or something like that. Wasn't nothing like today, as we know. So anyways, that's the number one thing I don't like about, I don't like about it all. I'll tell you something I do like about it. You do get a little bit better discounts with, with your products and stuff like that. You do get a little bit better discount. But I got to thinking, is that discount worth what you're paying a month? So it's been not a few days ago, I went down through my regular grocery list. Okay, and I was spending at that time about $300 a day. So I went down through there and I said, okay, I said, I know what my monthly charge is. I think $9 or $12, one or the other. Anyways, $9 or $12. You would think I'd know better since I keep up with them. But, right off the top of my head, it's $9 or $12. I think at first it's 12, and if you keep it up, it's 9 or maybe 15, something like that. But anyways, as you go down through there, on my grocery list, I took the things that had discounts if I had the Walmart Plus app, if I used, paid their fees and used that. And what I came up with is, for 1 week of shopping, no it didn't. For 1 week of shopping, it didn't add up to that total $9, $12, whatever it is for that 1 week. Well, I don't do a week's worth. I do at least a couple, 3 weeks worth, something like that. Maybe sometimes a month. So I like splitting it up, going twice a month. I don't like going every week or every other day or every day like some people do. I like, I just don't like Walmart, period. But where I live, we have no other choice. We have Walmart. And we have Save A Lot, and I don't do Save A Lot, sorry. I might have to live on the cheap end of the spectrum, but I'm sorry, I don't do Save A Lot. I just can't. We used to have a Food Lion here. We had a Ken's New Market here, a few other things, but for a long time now, Kroger, we heard it was coming in. I don't know. That's been a flop, so I don't know what's up with that. I'm here, Paris, Kentucky is where I'm talking about there with this. So anyways, as far as, adding it up, did it come up? No, it didn't. It did not come up to that $9 a month. Now, if I spent $600, $700 a month and I took all those products at that discount, it broke about even. So is it still worth paying for that fees for them, for those Walmart fees every month? Breaking even, not really. So another reason that I don't like it is, basically because they have more products in the store than what they're giving you online to choose from. I found that out. I thought the app was giving you everything that they had. I mean, I'm talking a brand of product, everything they had, but they don't. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe they're not making as much. I don't know what the reason is behind that. But anyways, they don't include everything. You go to the store, you've got more variety, you've got more of an idea of what you've got, of what you can choose from, and I like that. I'll tell you another reason that I do like it, I did like using it, and that was because using the app on this is my phone. I've got the Razr Plus. I love the Razr. Is because as I went down through my shopping, I knew how much money, I just couldn't spend whatever. I can't spend whatever. I'm very tight with money. I'm very tight, so I'm very limited. So as I went down through there, it gives me a total of what I'm spending. And I like that. That way, when I'm done, I know how much I'm spending. I know how much it is. Gives me my total. It's paid for. Good to go. I like that. I like that part of it. Now, another reason that I don't like it is because after you do your online shopping and stuff, then it puts about a $20, sometimes $30, $40 cushion in there for them. And what I mean is, say if they don't have, products, if you use the app, if they don't have products, then they'll give you a substitute. If they could do the shop and they say, hey, we don't have that, how about this or how about this? Then, what if it's more than your, what you was originally buying? Okay, so if it's more than what you're originally buying, then that's where that buffer they comes from. They put in there. But what I found is, since they only give you what's on the app, then what you have to choose, what they'll have to substitute you with, probably isn't the same. For instance, I like chicken strips, so Banquet chicken strips. I won't do the Great Value. I will if I have to if they don't have them, but I just I like the Banquet chicken strips. I ate the far out of some chicken strips or chicken nuggets, either one. Banquet, I like those. So if it's substitute, if they say okay, we don't have them, how about this? Okay, now say if I want the frozen peppers, you know what I'm talking about, for like fajitas or whatever, that's a peppers and red peppers, green peppers, and onions. Then if I'm choosing that, they only have one kind on the app, but in the store they have another one that's a frozen, but it's got celery in it. That's the only difference. But they don't give, as far as I know, they might, but I've never had them to give me that substitution. I've had them to give me the Chinese substitutions, and I said, oh shit, I didn't, because I don't like that. I want what I want. But I went on and got it, and that was that. But I tell you something else that I don't like. If you're going through the store, if you grab two of the same thing, you get up there to check out, and you're like, maybe you got one of one kind, it was one price, and you found another one. So when you got up to check out, you're like, well, shoot, I didn't want this one. I'll let them, we'll put this one back. I want this one here. Well, on the app, if you don't be careful, I have actually accidentally gone in and bought 4 or 5 of the same product. And you get it, I'm like, what in the far have I got 4 or 5 of the same thing for? Well, I went back and it was my fault. Well, in the store, you can't do that, of course. You get up there, Okay, so, we've gone through, about 3 reasons I don't like, using the app. Now, let's get to the main reason that that I quit using it and I don't like it. And that reason had to do with the delivery, okay? And this is why I quit using it. And other than I find it cheaper just to go to the store, go through, get what I want, and I'm good to go. The only downside to that is, if I don't keep up, what I tried to do once is I tried to go through the store and I tried to figure items. I tried to add items up as I went. Well, that didn't work because if I'm not paying for the app, you can't use that function on the app. So that sucked. I didn't like that. I just want, combining the online thing with the in the store thing. That way, like I said, I'm combining the two things. As a shop, I can scan it, know what I'm spending, before I get up there, no surprises. But, like I said, I do like, that function on the app, knowing what I'm spending before I check out and stuff. In the store, I don't know till I check out. So, I usually do pretty good there. But, like I said, the biggest reason is we're going to talk about the delivery. Okay, now, if I'm buying, just say, $100 worth of stuff or whatever, up to $100, maybe more than that, a little bit more than that, and I'm not a big tipper because I can't. I do tip, but, I'm not big on it because I can't. So anyways, what I found, and this is what really got me 2 or 3 months straight, I guess they found out, who I am when I put big orders in, and I don't tip, or I don't tip very well because I can't. So what is that? What happens there? They won't bring it to you. They won't do it. I got on the phone and I have called Walmart and found out that their pickup and delivery service, that is a third party. You know, it's like, I did not know this. It's like any other places that you order food from and they pick it up and bring it to you. It's like one of those. It's a third party. So what happens is, say if you spend $300, okay, that's a big order, all right? If I take $20 or so, yeah, they'll probably bring it to me. But if I'm not, then there's the problem. They'll tell you, okay, it'll show you, okay, they're doing your shopping. Yeah, Walmart does that part of it, okay? But once you're done, Walmart says it's out of their hands. So what you'll find out is you're not a big tipper, so they don't want to mess with you. They don't want to bring it to you. That's what I found out. So I called the third party. I went through them, and a time or two, I got them to get on the move on because I left bad reviews for that third party. I wished I could remember what that third party is. If you'll dig into it, you'll find out who that third party delivery, that third party delivery company is. But anyways, for 2 or 3 months straight, I could not get them to deliver it to me. I could not. I made phone calls getting mad about it. I could not get them to bring it to me. So, I left bad reviews everywhere, and I quit using it. I just completely, that turned me against the app, paying the fees. They lost me. I don't know, and that's the reason I'm making this video, because I want you to think about this. Is it worth it or not? If you've got the money, and you can pay, and you can tip big, okay. You're okay there. But, just say if you're buying, say 3 big water jugs. Say if you're purchasing 2 or 3 of the 5-gallon water refill, jugs or something heavy, and there's 2 or 3 of them. Unless you're a good tipper nobody wants to bring it to you. It's heavy. It's a lot of work. They don't want to do it. So they'll move on to the smaller person, somebody they can make $5 off of, just to bring them a little order or something. So in essence, that is going to bring us to the top reason. You thought that was the last one, right? No, this is the top reason I quit using them, period. Then this is the top reason why I do not use Grubhub. I do not use any of these food delivery places or nothing like that, because it's insanity, people. It is total insanity. And I tell you what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you order an order from McDonald's, and say at McDonald's it's $20. By the time it gets to you, it's $40, man. And by the time you pay that delivery person, you've got another $5, $10 in it or whatever. That's insanity. That's being lazy, man. Come on. It's so stupid. You're going to pay more than double because you don't want to get up and drive out there and get it. So you're going to gripe about it and what it costs because you want to do it. Now, if you don't have a car or whatever, you can, or you're old. Okay, I get that. But, it's insanity. And here's what, we'll go back to Walmart now. Okay, if I'm paying that monthly thing, okay, that $9, $12, whatever it is a month, and if I pay that, and on top of that, I do tip, okay, and if it's a $300 order, and I'm tipping, I got to tip $20, $25 to get them to bring it to me, then how much am I paying for that app now? How much am I paying for my groceries now? Huh? Well, I'm paying the $300 plus that monthly fee of, just say $10. Now it's $9 or $12. Just say $10, $310, okay? Plus another fee to get them to bring it to me of another $20, $25, whatever. What's that? Yeah. Now you're talking about $335, $340, whatever you're tipping off a $30 order. That's insanity. So between them not bringing it to me and what it's costing me in the end to use that service, I quit doing it. I couldn't get them to bring it to me. So if you're a poor person, a small person, and if you don't tip big, you can't get them to bring it to you. I say I called I called Walmart. I went off on them. Well, we can't do nothing about it. It's a third party, da-da-da-da. So I found that third party and I called going off on them. It didn't, well, they wanted to put it off on they wanted to act like they wasn't responsible, act like it was the people's, the delivery pickup and, the person that drove. They wanted to act like they didn't have nothing to do with it. It was all the pickup and delivery people. Well, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I've tried to find out. I don't know. But I just know is you can't get nowhere. If you're dealing with a third party app or third party business or whatever, then it's probably going to suck for you. If you find dealing with the first party is okay, and then, if you have good luck with that third party, consider yourself blessed. But typically, you're going to have trouble with one party or the other. You would figure that since it is a Walmart app, you would figure Walmart does every bit of it. They deliver, everything. But no, they don't. It's a third party. It's not Walmart. It's a completely different business. So, it's a mess. So, what I find the best thing to do is load my butt up in the car, go out there, have my list like old school days, walk through there, have your list. I mean, nothing, I got to know about what I'm spending before I get up there. So I'm real good about knowing about what it's going to cost me. Like I said before, I like using the app because I know exactly. But I like, you go through there, you have your list, write down what each thing is, if you're not good with it in your head. I'm pretty good with it in my head. If I want to spend $250, I'm usually good about hovering right around there, if not a little less. $300, I'm usually pretty good in my head about staying around there, So I'm pretty good about that. But if you're not, write it down. You go in there with your old school list, write it down, how much it is beside it and stuff. When you're done, total it all up, you got a pretty good idea, give or take a little bit, So anyways, that's what I found out to be the best. Load my butt up in the car, drive to Walmart, which I live in town, so it's 5 minutes from me, 10 minutes. Why did I use the app? Convenience. Why anybody else would use the damn thing? Convenience. But you can't get them to bring it to you. Why use it? It's stupid. Just to be able to use the app to go through there to figure out. And then what do they tell me? Well, we can put you on a pickup. Okay, so they've gone around through there and done my shopping. That's okay. And then you pick it up. Well, I think the people bring it out there to you, I think they want to be tipped too. Well, sorry, you're getting paid. You're right here at the store. That's not a third party deal. You're getting paid by the hour. Sorry. And that pertains to Domino's, pizza places. We don't eat out much. KFC, as y'all know, that is insane there. What used to be a $20 bucket now is $40, $50, and by the time you get it to you, you could have bought the damn chickens, the farm, the pond, the house, the barn. You could have bought it all. Stupid. So stupid. Just like they're talking about these companies on there. I can't remember exactly what the name of them are. I've looked into them. Let me see here if I can find one of them real quick. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's these companies that basically, like OnePay. Like OnePay. And there's some others. To where you can basically, here a while back, the fat electrician Nick, he done a story about this on his channel. And I got to looking into it, and it's pretty wild. You can finance a damn hot dog brought to you. You can finance a $20 order being brought to you. When you get to the point, I'm a poor person, and many of you out there, I'm sure, is poor too. But if you're going to finance if you're going to finance a $20 bill being brought to you, and what it's going to cost you, when you're done, check into that OnePay and them other companies and see what I'm talking about. That is not. The sucky part is it doesn't help your credit. It doesn't, but it will hurt it, because if you have 20 of them a month, of OnePay or whichever one you're using, if you have 20 of them a month, that is like 20 open contracts a month. Instead of like a credit card, that's just one running charge. It's just one running charge. It's different. But if you have 20 different things, that is 20 open charges, 20 credit lines basically. And if you miss one, it costs you even more. And chances are, if you have that many, you're probably, and then they take it right out of your account. So you're going to end up in a mess. And then it's going to turn in, if you care about your credit, it's going to get turned in on you. What happens? Your credit's hurt. That's not worth it. So, like I said, if you're going to finance a damn hot dog or a Big Mac meal or whatever, now, financing KFC, yeah, but go to the bank and get that loan. Like I said, you're buying the chickens, the farm, the pond, the barn. You're buying it all for what they charge. Or you should be anyways. But you're not. Now, they have, if they still got it, they have the $10 bucket if you buy it online using their app. That's just a route business through their app. I get that. That's a pretty good deal. But if you go out there and get that same bucket, it's like $25. And that's ridiculous. Go get you some chicken strips. Go buy you a whole chicken and fry it up yourself. It's insanity, people. It is insanity. I just can't see it. I quit using Amazon Prime too for this. Once they attach some music on there and stuff, I thought maybe I would misuse them, but I really haven't. Because, convenience and, whatnot. Have it brought to your door in a couple of days, or whatnot. But it was costing me like $35 a month. I had the Amazon Prime, stuff like that. But ordering stuff, having 2 days, there's still nothing like going to the store, Walmart or whatever, and putting your hands on the product. What does it feel like? What does it look like? What kind of quality are we getting here? Is it, Wish.com or, Temu or something? It's better than that anyways, right? Even though it's probably coming out of the same damn Chinese warehouse, it's probably, but anyways, you can put your hands on it. But through Amazon and stuff, till you get it, you have no idea. The old saying is, you pay for what you get. That I don't care how many years, how many decades we go through, that will still hold true. I don't care who you are, where you live. You pay for what you get. Except when it comes to having food or what have you delivered. You're paying way more. Everybody's griping about the cost of food and stuff. But people are still having it delivered to their house. They're financing hot dogs, all this kind of stuff. If you get up and go to the pizza place, go to the taco place, whatever, and you pay for it right there, it's not too awful bad. But if you order that if you use one of them apps, Grubhub, whatever, you're paying more. And then if you finance a damn thing using OnePay or one of them deals, then it's costing you even more. So by the time you get it, you've done cost yourself over 100%. If that was $20, you done paid $40, $45, $50 maybe by the time you get it. And it's not worth it. Get up, get your clothes on, get in the car, and go get it. Or, like I do, we don't eat out much. Chinese once in a while, something like that. But regardless, yeah, I have Domino's, stuff like that, But if I go buy the ingredients and I bring them home and I fix them at home, I know what kind of meal I'm putting on the table. I know what I'm fixing. And even though I can only use the products that I'm buying because we don't have a Whole Food store here in this town. Like I told you, all we got's Walmart and Save-A-Lot, and ain't neither one of them Whole Foods. You know, I can only use what I got to shop or work with. That's all I can use. So, but that is still healthier than your super processed stuff. Walmart, McDonald's, KFC. We like Arby's. And Arby's to me is more food because it's kind of hard to screw up like roast beef or something. So to me, that is more food. Now, the French fries or something, I don't know. But, you know, my point of this video was, is that Walmart app worth it or not? And some of you might think so, you know, but to me and here in this house, no, it wasn't. I couldn't get them to bring it to me. I just couldn't. Call the third party company, go off on them, carry on. Couldn't get them to bring it to me because I'm not a big tipper or whatnot. But like I said, by the time I got them, and if I did pay that big tip, like I said, look at what I'm paying. $350 for a $300 order. To get in the car and go, it might cost you a couple dollars, but it's not going to cost you that unless you're driving 100 miles to go to the grocery store or something maybe. But no, like I said, it's gotten insane. And these companies are doing nothing but, you know, padding their pockets off the backs of a poor person, working person. They're padding their pockets, you know, and it's good exercise, you know, going to Walmart, walking around for an hour, 2 hours, it's exercise. You know, if you don't get a lot of exercise, if you're disabled, it's good exercise for you. I don't go and ride the damn cart. I'm considered disabled, but I'm not riding the damn cart. I don't have a handicap parking thing in my car. I don't. I walk to the store. I've got half a left foot, toes missing on my right foot. I walk to the store. I walk in the store. I walk around the store. I shop. I walk out of the store. I get home, pack it all in from the car. That's a pretty good workout. You know, when I was younger, of course, it wasn't no workout because I worked hard all day, and, you know, I worked harder of a day than that workout was. But, you know, I'm here to tell you it's a workout. So anyways, people, I just wanted to talk about Walmart and these fees, Amazon and their fees. You know, I quit using them. I quit paying out all these fees. I quit Amazon Prime, and that made no difference because I like going to the store. I like putting it in my hand. I like to know what kind of product I'm buying. And if I got to take it back, I don't have to send it back through the mail. I don't have to wait to get my money back. I get in the car, I take it back to Walmart, I get my money back or exchange it or whatever. We're done. That's it. But, you know, if you get it from Amazon or one of these companies and you got to send it back, it's a whole damn ordeal, people. You know what I'm talking about. It's a whole deal. So, I just, like I said, I quit all of it. And it's made my life more simple. It's made it easier. And I have more money left through the month to grocery shop, to have other things other than paying fees, other than paying delivery charges, other than financing my hot dog or whatever I'm ordering. You know what I'm talking about. You know, it's bad enough places have access right to your bank account these days. Bad enough, you know, they got access to your money. I don't like that. I don't like people have that. And if, you know, most people don't. Maybe, you know, Gen Zers and stuff, maybe you don't mind, but many of us Gen Xers and, you know, before me, we don't like people and our money. We didn't come from that era. We didn't come from the dating time. So, you know, to each your own, as they say, though. So anyways, people, I just wanted to talk about, what do you think? What do you think about these? Have you ever thought about it? Did you ever think about these Walmart fees and these delivery charges? You ever put any thought into it? What do you think about this OnePay and stuff to finance a food delivery? Have about $20 at McDonald's. By the time you get it's $40, $45, $50. Who knows by the time you pay your, everything out. Maybe more, I don't know. And like I said, it doesn't help your credit, but if you don't pay for it, they will turn it in and it will hurt you. So, what do you all think? It surprised me. Here a while back, I talked to many people and they didn't have Amazon Prime. I thought everybody had it, but surprised to me, many people didn't. So I quit using it, and I quit using it mainly because one of our Fire Sticks went shot, and I just went another route. The only thing I pay for today is Amazon Premium, or Amazon Premium. Sorry, not Amazon Premium. Sorry about that. YouTube Premium, the family package. $23 for the family plan, up to 5 people on it. Anything you want, as you all know, is on the YouTube Premium. And that's about all we watch. I might pick up a channel for a week to get the free week out of it, and then that's it. I don't let it carry on. So, And then I get my debit card that's got $1 something on it, just so, they think that they're going to charge me. And see, I don't like that neither. What about, these places trying to charge you 3 or 4 days before it's even due? They'll try to start reaching in there, grabbing that money 3 or 4 days before it's due. If you use a bank account and if you can't lock your card, then it overdrafts you. It's another at $32 on top of that. I don't like it. I don't like paying overdrafts. I'm just not much on it. If you like wasting money, if you're financing a hot dog, you probably don't care if they do reach in and get your damn money, but I do. I care about it. I'm tight. I got to watch my money. So anyways, people, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Am I dumb for thinking this way, or does it make sense? Do you use the Walmart app? Have you ever run into problems, having stuff delivered to you on a big order? Do you tip them big? How do you tip? What do you all think? So, anyways, guys, to my next video, we might cook, we might talk again. I don't know. Like I said, we're just trying to get in our lane and figure out where we're going here with all this. I'll figure it out. It's like many people I've heard on YouTube, talk about, once they get obsessed with something, that's all they do. Well, that's me. That's been me all my life. Once I get something in my head and I get determined to do it, hell or high water, I will figure it out and I will do it. And I'm 52, so I don't have forever to figure it out. So, anyways, like I said, don't forget to drop some stuff there in the comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to go down there, hit subscribe. It helps out so much, and you all know that. And don't forget to like and turn on notifications so you'll know. I probably will put out another 1 or 2 this week, since this one's be out Monday. Be out tomorrow. This one airdrop. I'll upload it. I'll get it done. And then I'll probably get another 1 or 2 this weekend, and we'll see how it goes from there. We'll see where we go. So what will we do, next time? I don't know. I'm trying to figure thumbnails out, titles, because I know that's where it's at. That's where it's all at, is in the thumbnails and in the titles. And getting known. You're not going to get known overnight. I know that. It might not be in a year or 2 years. If you do, you're just damn lucky. But I know you're probably not. So I'm going to quit rattling you all. I thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, like I said, subscribe to like, notifications. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. I thank you all so much. Talk to you next time. It's T Garden today. Billy T Garden. See ya.